Well, each year, FFA members around the country celebrate National FFA Week as a time to share with local, state, and national audiences the impact of the organization. Joining us now is Kentucky FFA State Vice President Bradon Burks. Sitting down with us here in studio. Bradon, thanks for doing so.
Thanks for letting me come.
So, first of all, tell us, how did you first get started in FFA?
I got started in FFA through my family was probably the first part. My family grew up in FFA. My dad was an officer. My uncle was an officer. My mom was the first female president in her chapter and was also the chapter sweetheart. So I always ran around in her white jacket, not knowing mine would be blue. But and I remember doing the creed my freshman year, and the whole part of the creed was if we were the first one to learn it, we would receive $20 from our advisor, Mr. Berry. And I'm always down for a good challenge and to win 20 bucks, and I won my $20 bill and got the FFA bug, I guess you could say.
And the public speaking bug all in one swoop there, too.
I love it, absolutely.
So now, of course, you guys are traveling around the state, I understand, during National
Correct.
FFA Week. What are some of your responsibilities this week?
Each officer is responsible for a little different area. We all come from a certain region. There's 12 regions in the state of Kentucky. But through FFA Week, we spread all across the state. Monday, I was in Oldham County, which is about 40 minutes east of Louisville, and then I end up in Murray. So it's a little bit of a span across the state, but I love it. We do anything and everything from workshops to green hand ceremonies. Monday, Martin Williams, the president, he actually participated in a Feeding America program with Commissioner Ryan Quarles was there, and so it was a big event, and it was a lot of fun for him. And we're just so excited to meet lots of members and find out their passions and where they come from and how they can impact the FFA organization.
Well, certainly a busy time across the state and across the country for FFA members. Bradon, if you would, tell me what about the impact that FFA has had on you in your life?
Oh, wow. FFA has taught me more than just plow, sows, and cows, I guess you could say. It teaches you the public speaking skills, but it also teaches you how to work with others. I'm sure you can talk to lots of FFA members about their Parley Pro practice and how dealing with that one person or being able to make sure you got your abilities in. It's through those different competitions and activities and the people you get to meet. That's what FFA is all about. With the recent Marshall County shootings and things going on there, some of those people were FFA members. And you get to see the home and community that comes with that. Right. And the support that the Blue and Gold and the Blue Corduroy has. And it's just an organization that I love to be a part of, that I love to see the support in. And especially during this week, we've seen lots of support with it. And so we're super excited for that and just to see what else going to come with National FFA Week.
Do you have a favorite thing that you've done in the organization up to this point?
There's been lots of different events. Probably one of the more unique ones. We actually do home visits, and so we go to other officers' houses, and we get to stay the night there and see where they come from. And we spent the night at Eric Bullock's house. We went to the biggest cookout I've ever known, the Lee County Pig Roast, but we also that night went to Jackson County and played donkey basketball.
Oh, there you go.
And so the state team got to play against their team, but I still think the donkeys won no matter which way. So that was a lot of fun and probably one of the more unique experiences that the team has had this year.
I'm glad to hear it. And of course, you're going to join us again here in the next hour as well, so
yes,
we appreciate you taking the time to sit down and join us. Again, talking with Kentucky FFA State Vice President Bradon Burks, sitting down with us here in studio and joining us again also in the next half hour. Well, FFA has been making a positive difference in the lives of students for over 90 years as the organization develops leaders through agricultural education. And joining us once again, Kentucky FFA State Vice President Bradon Burks. Bradon, thanks for sitting down with us. Now, last time we talked a little bit about how you got involved in the FFA yourself. Of course, something to be an FFA member, you have to have an SAE project. Right. That's the Supervised Agricultural Experience. Tell us about yours.
My Supervised Agricultural Experience, or SAE, consists of my Angus and Hereford beef cattle production. I work with my family farm where I have 10 Angus cows and 5 Herefords of my own. And my dad actually helps manage an embryo transfer facility with the ET production. And so I get to help with him a lot, and the other people bringing their donors in and help with them. And so that's basically where my SAE comes from, is through my beef cattle production.
Definitely hands-on learning, without a doubt.
Absolutely. I'm a hands-on kind of guy when it comes to learning, and so I love being able to go out and see the producers and actually be able to talk with them and see what they're doing in their operations and being able to share my experiences and what I do in my operation.
Now, you're a state officer. You're going to wrap that up this summer whenever Kentucky has their
Correct.
state convention. But what's been a highlight for you as a state officer?
I'm a people guy, and being able to meet so many different diversified members and where they come from. Many people feel that FFA is just the farm club, the farming people, and it's not most definitely not the case anymore. So there's so many more agri-science, technology side of things now, and being able to see FFA members and where they come from and their SAEs and their backgrounds. One of the coolest things about being a state officer this year is no matter on what side of the state you're on in Kentucky, it's a little different. Western side, it's a lot more crop production. On the eastern side, you got more mountains and hills, and up north is horse country, and down where I'm from, it's cattle country. And so it's so cool to see where everybody comes from, and you can kind of fit the pieces together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Well, you're seeing a lot of that during this National FFA Week. I know that the state officers are busy across the state, but what's next for you guys?
Well, Friday we actually get to release our theme for a state convention, and so we're super excited for that, and that'll be one of our biggest things. Videos coming out on Friday.
Where can folks catch all this information?
You can catch that information at KentuckyFFA.org, and then on our Facebook page it'll be there, and also on our Instagram.
And there's a group that's going to be the first to get to see that video.
Correct.
That you'll be with?
Correct. On Friday I get to go to Murray State University where they're having state officer prep course.
Okay.
And so get to see some of the people that could be filling our shoes, and where they're coming from and what all they're doing to prepare, and so then we're going to get to release the video to them.
Toss a few tips their way, right?
Absolutely. We're super excited for that as well.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Talking with Bradon. Now, he's Kentucky FFA State Vice President Bradon Burks, sitting down with us here in studio at RFDTV.